Alright, to start out the first round of the first rounds, we have got Odinoka in this corner, proven to be quite the capable machine with its interestingly strange gearing mechanism. And he's going to be facing off against, I think you can already see him over there, let me pan around and look at him. Oh, pit's down, but there he is, Tension, powerful hammer bat. Proven that the hammer isn't just a weird weapon that doesn't do anything, getting group stage champion, both of these bots, in fact, group stage champion. So this should be fairly interesting. The fight will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we're expecting something interesting from these two bots today, as they've never quite faced an opponent of each other's weapon types. As Tension's never faced a horizontal, and Odinoka's never faced a hammer. So we'll have to see how this goes, and there's a hit from Tension. Tension getting Odinoka onto its back, and he's not exactly doing anything aggressive here, likely because Odinoka's still dangerous. There he goes, knocking the arena timer off. And Odinoka's still fumbling back on his wheels, and he's back in the action. But Tension, he's still cautious, lining up, and there's a big hit. And I think, yep, that's going to kill Odinoka. And Tension is going to move on to the next round to face one of our top seeds, one of the golden seeds of the tournament. So we'll have to see if he can defeat them in the next episode. As for this one, let's look to the bracket and see what's next. Alright, so we'll be seeing Tension winning his first round of the main bracket here against Odinoka, the seed directly below him there, really putting him in his place. And he's going to be moving on to fight the #1 seed of the whole tournament. However, that's a fight that's not for this episode. We're going to move on and see what happens with Telescope versus Wahoo. In this corner, we have got Wahoo. He has proven himself to be a tremendously powerful horizontal spinner in his opening round, taking down Group C as the group champion. He's going to be facing off against another group champion who, over in this corner, we've got Telescope. Proven himself to be quite worthy, came back from a losing game by killing Bluetooth twice. So we'll see how he puts up against the wide weapon of Wahoo in 3, 2, 1, go. And there's the fight timers going to green as the fight begins. And Wahoo looks like it's on the offensive, but goes into the corner. The Telescope's following, going side on. Looks like it's trying to block him in there, but Wahoo's already escaped, is in the middle, and it's lining up for more shots on Telescope, who isn't particularly aggressive today. Looks like Telescope's hanging around trying to wait him out, and it looks like it's going for the pit right now. It pressed it, so I'm going to give it the courtesy of having the pit open. And Wahoo's actually stuck right now, and he's moving again. Anyways, as I was saying, press the pit button. If it doesn't open, but I can tell you pressed it, I will still open it for you, as we see it's open now. Anyways, back to the fight. We're not seeing all that much happening, but I'm wondering, will Telescope make use of the pit, or has he just pressed it to press it? Because some people, it's just muscle memory to hit the pit button. And he's over here. Where's he taking him? Oh, he's using the pit, and he's pitting Wahoo. And Telescope will be going through to the next round to face against one of the top seeds. Brilliant use of pit right there. That is how you do a pit kill. Anyways, onto the bracket. So it looks like we'll be seeing Telescope going through to fight against Gasoline after that control victory where he didn't even have to use his weapon, which is rather interesting, but good use of the pit, that's what it's there for. Anyways, time for Red Velvet versus Wide. Alright, in this corner we have got Red Velvet, proving itself quite the powerful weapon, eliminating Goose Wedge from the middle of the arena. Here he is, giving us a little spin, showing off that peace sign on his bot. Quite a nice aesthetical choice. And in the other corner, we have got Wide, proving itself capable with a similar powerful one-shot from the middle of the arena. So, in this mirror matchup, we're just going to have to see how it goes. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this should be an interesting mirror matchup. We've got two verts, a similar width, this Red Velvet the bigger, and they both came out of their groups as the second place, and they didn't win their groups, but they still got out of it. So we'll have to see how this goes. Alright, Wide knocking Red Velvet into the corner here. Wide's going in on him, going for an aggressive hit there, and it's working, it's keeping him in the corner. And wow, have a look at this control here. Red Velvet cannot escape the corner right now. Wide just keeps boxing him. He's just knocking him into the corner. And I think Red Velvet sees his opportunity for escape, and he's going to run away. Yeah, because that was some very good corner boxing from Wide. Good job. Oh, he's on the screws, but doesn't seem like much is happening there. We have been having some weird physical anomalies, so it does happen. Roblox game weird physics. There's a hit. They both go upwards from that. Red Velvet self-right, Wide already on his wheels, preparing for another set of cornering. Oh, and he's got him. He's got him within his hands, and he splits apart. And as you saw there, pit button fired, and it's fixed. That is because the game is weird. I will try to fix this, but it is what it is. I'm not going to activate the pit there unless the opponents actually go for the pit, because I think it would be a little bit disingenuous. Anyways, back to the fight. We are in the center, playing a little defensively. Nope, there's a hit. Wide's bringing back the aggression. Red Velvet is currently running at him there, going in for a hit. Wide getting a hit on Red Velvet. Wide setting up for some control using the sides of his bot there. Very expert design there. The design's very nice for that control. He knows what he is, and he's going for more control here. Going to try keep him cooped up in a corner again. Aggressive hit, knocking him up against the wall. Red Velvet's barely been able to get away from these corner walls. Another good hit. Wide is keeping it tense with this control. And there, Red Velvet manages to escape and push Wide into the middle. Seems like Wide has been having a lot of fun with Red Velvet in the corners here. He's just been able to control him the whole time. Let's see if he can keep it up. There he's back in the corner. Knocking him in the corner. He's controlling him again. Wide's just been up on his control today. He is loving this. He is loving this fight, and he is controlling everything. Red Velvet's been the middle. There's a big hit, sending him across the arena. It could have been out if he was just a bit closer to the walls. But this has been a good fight. And I'm not sure if I can say it's close, because look at this control from Wide. He's just been taking this fight in his hands and just shoving Red Velvet around. We have below 30 seconds left on the timer, so the fight will come to a close soon. So if Red Velvet doesn't do anything drastic here, I think I know how this judge's decision is going to go. But we're in the corner, we're fighting, we're still punching, still throwing, and that's the time. Time's up. We're going to get the opponents to the screws, and we are going to do a judge's decision. Alright, the scores are in. The judges will be giving aggro 3-2 to Wide, control 4-1 to Wide, and weapon effectiveness is going 3-2 to Wide, meaning that the winner of the match by unanimous decision is Wide. Now let's get back to the bracket for the final matchup of this episode. Alright, so after that great display from Wide, we will be seeing Wide facing a mirror matchup in the next episode against Atlas, a similar control vert. But as for this one, we have one more fight, Apostles' Creed versus Praying Mantis. In this corner, we have got Apostles' Creed now donning Jesus on the cross for whatever reason. Seems he's ready to fight, and who is he going to be fighting? He's going to be fighting Praying Mantis, who's in this corner starting the round reversed for whatever reason. But they're both competent bots, both escaped the groups, not the champions, but they have potential. So let's see how this goes in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so it looks like Apostles' Creed is going to go for a box rush here towards the backwards Mantis, who is now the forwards Mantis, and now he is in on the action. As Apostles' Creed goes in, gets a hit, 1, 2, 3, looks like he hits him 3 times with the spinner, not doing any lethal damage, but he's knocking him around. But Mantis, he's safe, and he's just come back into the middle from the edge there, and he's tripped. Looks like he's fallen over. Apostles' Creed is going in on Mantis here, but he's not really landing any of his hits. Seems like he's trying to get a nice angle for it, sweeping round him. He's trying to hit him more evasively, but as he's got a more evasive, looks like Mantis has become more defensive, as Mantis is now waiting out his opponent rather than actively chasing him down, which is causing Apostles' Creed to just drive in circles. But it looks like Mantis landed his grapple then, but now Mantis has put himself in the corner, so he might want to get out of there, or else he might get farmed. Okay, no, he's free. He's got himself out of the corner. He's back into the middle of the arena, where he's certain that he's safe from elimination. And Apostles' Creed looks to be running around Mantis. Looks like it's not exactly trying to play for anything particularly controlled here, but it wants to get a big hit, get Mantis out of the arena. It's not playing positionally, and it seems like Mantis still defensive, because he doesn't really want to get hit by that. That weapon evaporated telescope in the group stage. I wouldn't want to be hit by it too if it can do that. So, see where things are going. Seems like they're doing some corner skirmishing here. Look at Mantis getting awfully close to the pit, but not hitting it. But there he goes, getting hit into the corner. Apostles Creed is it. Okay, that was some nice control from Apostles Creed, just stopping there, letting Mantis fly over the weapon. And Mantis not really been able to do much so far. Got one good grappling, but now it seems like Apostles Creed is taking control. Apostles Creed is just waiting him out, figuring out when to strike, and now Mantis on the attack backwards. I wonder what his vision here could be. Because his weapon's not on the back of the bot, quite obviously. So there must be an idea behind it. I wonder if he's trying to fling him with the wheels. But now he is back facing forwards again. He's going for some grapples. Maybe he's seeing that the time is getting rather low. Going in for aggression, but there he goes, almost dying. Apostles Creed getting another hit at the corner. Wheelie bar bounces off of the wall. Apostles Creed back in there, but not getting the hit this time. It looks like he's chasing Mantis around. With Mantis, Mantis still hasn't managed to land anything. Seems like he's mainly just dodging, weaving, getting hit there, going towards the screws. 30 seconds on the clock. Can Apostles Creed do it? Can he do it? Looks like he can do it. He's over the wall and he is eliminated to the losers bracket, and Apostles Creed will go on to round 2. Seeing a last second kill from Apostles Creed there, we now get onto the bracket for the last time this episode. We can see who's facing who for round 2. We know exactly what's going on there. So, that's all I really need to say. That's all for today. See you in the next one.